Julian Reichelt, who's the editor-in-chief at Bild newspaper. We'll come back to you in just a second, Emma. So Julian, you heard this eyewitness saying that this truck driver apparently plowed into a market, traveling at roughly 40 miles per hour, showed no signs of slowing down, and it was in an area where there didn't appear to be roads. She says, I'm just using her words here, she says that this was very reminiscent of the attack in Nice. What do you make of that?
Well, I agree with that. The style certainly looks like something that was adapted from Nice. I actually drive by that place where it happened every morning on my way to work, and it's kind of a square that is in between two major roads, but it would be very, very hard to get on that square by accident from one of those roads. That square is very hardly accessible. It's also a significant landmark in Berlin. It's like in the center of West Berlin at Kurfürstendamm, where many tourists go. There's a big church in front of it, and it's very hard to access by accident. So from everything your eyewitness describes, it certainly looks like a Nice-style attack. We have lots of reporters on the scene now who report many injured, possibly people killed, and that is something combined with the eyewitness report that would seem very unlikely as an accident, because at some point that truck would have stopped, and from looking at the first pictures, it seems like that truck pulled through the whole width of the Christmas market. And it's looking at pictures, it's very hard to believe in an accident.
So it's important at this point, since we don't know much right now, it's important, that we don't speculate. But as you mentioned, there are some similarities between what happened tonight in Berlin and obviously what happened in Nice, especially given that this is a difficult area to access by car. It's at a time when the market would have been busy. It's a landmark area, and lots of tourists are there. And also, just looking at the time right now, it happened roughly around 8 o'clock in the evening, Berlin time, on a Monday night. How busy would this market have been?
Look, this market would be busy every night of this week leading up to Christmas. It is possibly one of two major Christmas markets in Berlin. It is the Christmas market you would choose for any kind of attack scenario, because it is such a landmark in Berlin. It's very clear which city it is. Everyone in Germany would know from looking at the landmarks around it that it is the German capital. So it looks like a likely target. It was always considered a likely target. That is, something security agencies have talked about for years, that Christmas markets would be considered one of the most likely targets. And again, at this time of the day, people coming from work, it would be packed. It was packed with people, people enjoying a good time, having a traditional hot wine there. So this would be the time where you would probably see it most crowded.